Hey everybody, I finally did it. It finally happened. I quit my job with BNSF Railway to run the toy store full time. Before we even get going, the first thing I want to say, this decision wasn't something that just happened. It's been thought about for a long time. It still doesn't seem real. It just kind of happened. My last official day was July 4th, Independence Day. I thought it was pretty fitting. Now I do have some vacation time, a little bit of sick time I got to use before I submit my resignation, but that is it. I am officially a full-time toy store owner. It doesn't seem real. I'm still just soaking it in, thinking about it, decompressing, because I have been with BNSF Railway for over 11 years. There's a couple things I want to talk about. I'll do my best to keep the video moving. I've had some people ask me, aren't you nervous? Are you worried? What happens if you fail? And I'm gonna tell you this, we are not worried at all. The absolute worst thing that could happen, the business fails. I have to go get a job. But I don't wanna look back 5 years, 10 years, whatever it is from now, and say, look, I didn't even take a shot. I didn't take a chance. You know, I stayed comfortable. I stayed in this little bubble. I'm not gonna do that. I'm taking a shot. I'm taking a chance. I think the first thing I wanna do is kind of talk about my old job just a little bit. And just saying that, my old job, it doesn't seem real. So I was working for the railroad Monday through Friday, 6 to 2. I was a track inspector out of Chillicothe, Illinois. There was overtime, there were call outs, kind of a lot of pressure in the position I was in. Railroad's kind of been sketchy the last 3 or 4 years. They've really cut down on manpower. It was real union versus company, and it was just time, right? So the work environment wasn't bad where I was at, but overall, I would say the work environment at the railroad has really gone downhill. I'm trying not to jump all over, but I still have 7 Amazon orders to do, 8 eBay orders to do. We have to get all of those boxed up, get them out of here. But the pressure just to get those done right away and get them out, that feels gone. I no longer have to worry about going into work for 8, 10, 12 hours, getting off work, coming to the toy store, working a toy store until 6 o'clock, going home just exhausted, and still having to worry about doing orders and doing this, doing things associated with the toy store. I don't have to worry about that anymore. That pressure to go to work is gone. Let's talk about some of the things I had to iron out before I could get in here full time. I think that'll be easy. Just get those out of the way. And like I said, the video might jump around a little bit. That's because we're trying to get some things done as we're talking about this whole thing. We've got 7 toads to ship out. We've about got all of these sold through Amazon. And if I remember right, my brother said the number was 77 toads. But while we're talking about this, while we're here, insurance. Insurance was a huge thing for me. I'm not a spring chicken anymore, but I did do some time in the military, 6 years. So I have insurance through the VA, and that was a huge factor. I had an ablation about a year ago, so I'm all good there. And I can really focus on my health now that I have more time. I realize that I've gained some weight, that I'm not eating the best, that I'm not living a real healthy lifestyle. I'm stressed out, or I was stressed out a lot. Doing the job and doing the toy store, it was a lot of stress. I'm still stressed, right? I'm still decompressing. It's gonna take some time, but I was eating super unhealthy. I wasn't sleeping at night. I was back to having like these panic/anxiety attacks. I mean, my health has really dropped off the last 3 or 4 months, and it's because of all the hours I'm putting into the toy store, I was putting in at work, and finally, it just feels like this huge weight has been lifted off of my shoulders. I can finally do what I want. I just don't mean the toy store, right? We've got other plans. The distribution center deal that we've talked about, the Overstock Toy Shop DC1, that's gonna happen. We need a place to store stuff. We need a place to sort stuff, have a place where we can put all our boxes and ship things, and that will keep a lot of the clutter out of here. There's not a lot of storage here, but we really like this location. We don't wanna move. We are in a great spot. And initially we thought maybe second location, maybe that was the next deal, but it's not. I won't spend too much time on the distribution center idea, but having a spot where we can take in a bunch of inventory, keep inventory there to list it on eBay or Amazon, and then bring what we need to the store. There's no reason that we can't really ramp up the eBay, ramp up Amazon to justify the cost of having kind of a central storage location, someplace where we can intake toys. Possibilities are kind of endless because it doesn't just have to be toys. Toys is what we love, it's what we like to do. But if we need to buy a whole truck to get a great deal on, say, 6 or 8 pallets of toys, we would have a location where we could keep other merchandise. While I'm talking about eBay, while I'm talking about Amazon, the listings we have going now are going to shoot way up. I have time now. I have time to go through the store, look at everything, list it, clean it all up. I mean, just finally, I can't express how much of a stress relief this is. We could all kind of see it, right? The toy store was falling behind. I was starting to suffer from burnout. I was definitely stressed out. I didn't want to spend a whole lot of time in the store because I had been working all day. So I think this is really gonna reinvigorate things. It's gonna give me a lot of time. Time. That's the big thing I've always stressed in my videos. We just didn't have enough time to get the things done that we wanted to get done in here, and now I should be able to remedy some of that. Since we're talking about it, this is what I mean. Look at all of these boxes just piled here. And this isn't like a 1-day deal, a 2-day deal. These Amazon return boxes have been unopened back here in the back for what, 3 weeks? It starts to snowball. So you've got money sitting in inventory here, which means you're not buying more inventory because you've still got inventory to price. And it really does. It starts to snowball. You start missing out on money. We are all about volume in here. And if you're not selling anything, you're not moving any volume, nothing's coming through here. I do expect things to pick up a little bit. I mean, things are going really good now. I don't mean it to sound like that, but I expect things to move up just a little bit, and it will continue to build into the holiday season. And now we don't have to worry, hey, who's gonna cover what shift when? How are we gonna make this work? For right now, it's not gonna be a problem. We can take care of that. We can focus on getting the store caught up. We can continue to look for locations for the DC1. We have a spot kind of picked out. We just really need to go look at it, but we are ready to roll. I am super excited for this next chapter. If you've made it this far, please like, please share, please subscribe. It helps the channel tremendously. This video is kind of different than we normally do. It was mostly me just rambling on. To sum it all up, I quit my job. I am now a full-time toy store guy, and here it is, the start of something amazing. That's gonna be a video. Until next time, I will see you later. Peace.